And we are live for another workout video. It's February 23rd, Thursday afternoon. Getting started a little late today. Hopefully we can get through the whole workout, but let's start as we always do. Put the iPhone in stream and do a quick weigh-in, see where we're at. All right, 221.2, still plateauing. We're just around that 220, although I can kind of blame all this. Got a halter on, heartbeat monitor, so I'm going to blame that for the extra weight. It's got a fairly heavy little control unit that I've got in my pocket. Might weigh a pound. So we'll blame it on that today. Anyway, let's get our shoes on. Get on over there because we're running behind today. Got home a little later from work than I would like to. Had to go see the ENT today, so got back to work and had to catch up on some stuff and wound up not getting out of there till like 4:30. So we're getting started late today. The shoes on, nice and tight. And I'll get our workout pullover on. Yeah, I see nobody's comment there. Nobody important says the first pounds were probably water, and we expected that. The first 15 came off really fast. So now for the real work. Okay, we're good to go. It's really cold out there today, so I'm gonna try to walk over fast. Got my headset, got my mobile device. I'm gonna note that my workout's gonna start. I'm gonna say 5:32 p.m. on my little diary for my heart. So when my heart rate goes to 120 constant, they're not gonna freak out. And let's head on over. See you over there. All right, we can unmute now. It's cold out here. Got significantly colder yesterday. Ooh, it's like 39 maybe. Pretty windy from the north. Legs are not liking. Trying to walk briskly because it's cold out here. If you're wondering why I look like crap, I'm not allowed to take showers while I got this halter on, heartbeat monitor, so didn't get a shower this morning. I'll look really fine tomorrow. I don't get another shower. I can do the James Paul Von Helton sponge bath, I guess. Get a little cleaner. All right, let's get in there. Get this going. Get the light on. Check my Wi-Fi connection. It is correct. Okay, yes, we are on the correct Wi-Fi for best reception. There we go. It's taking it sweet. Let's get our headset on. Boot it up. That was weird. Everything's weird today. Mobile device isn't doing its thing yet. There we go. It's probably updating or something. Oh, good. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're walking. All right, yeah, nobody important added. Believe me, I've been through this for years. Just takes a while, but you can do it. You got it. That's why we're here. We skipped yesterday because the fine folks in cardiology, radiology that hooked up my Holter said, why don't you skip workout the first day and you can go ahead and do it the second day. The sweat can actually be a problem for the sensors falling off with their little sticky pads. I said, you can do one. Oh yeah, and sure enough, it was a system update. My mobile device just said. And Blue says, to nobody important, saw you crushing and trolling Bond today. Yeah, we did. Got blocked like the rest of us, didn't you? Always happens. Can't say anything to that man. I didn't think you were being particularly abrasive. It's somebody's whose name I can't read saying David Icky getting buff. I don't know who David Icky is. Lola Z, another name I don't think I've seen. So heartbroken for those puppies. He is an absolute monster. Yes, he is. Coming up in the first quarter mile, about 10 seconds. I have a time for you here in a moment. First quarter mile today, 4 minutes and 33 seconds, 26 calories burned. And nobody important says, really? Do not think I did that good of a job, but I tried. The gods of judgment shall be merciless upon him. And Blue says to Lola Z, I'm angry, really angry. Yeah, I was angry the first time when I called them too. When I called SPCA and they did nothing, I was furious. I made the mistake of uploading my call to the internet to say, hey guys, here's what I said to them. Look, somebody's doing something. And somebody we all know and love decided to make fun of me for it. Isn't that great? Make fun of me for trying to save those dogs from going help. Yeah, I don't know if we can do that anymore. Who wouldn't be with those dead puppies? He should be out in the cold with them. You know? Yeah, the worst part is he lied about it. And a lot of people were asking when that Arctic front hit, where are the puppies? Are you taking care of the dogs? What are the dogs doing? And he lied through his teeth that they're fine. They're huddled up under the single wide next to them wall heaters. Yeah, Blue, those clowns called you back, the Clay County local guys. I called the state agency. They just didn't give a shit. Didn't email back, didn't call back. Yeah, I called twice to Kentucky SPCA. He deserves to suffer like they did. Yeah, the dogs are away from him. I guess that is a better place. Can't think of a much worse way to go than freezing to death. I think, rescue them myself. I think they're feral dogs, though. I don't know what you could really do. I don't know that you'd be able to capture a feral dog or that the shelters would be able to take them. Just got to find some light somewhere, otherwise anger would turn you into a Vaughn yourself. I don't think so. Not in this case, anyway. Not in this case, anyway. There was kind of dead silence when I told these guys the address. Yeah, from both guys. Probably know it's out in the middle of nowhere and they don't want to go out there. Of course, even if some of those, I guess he said 6 of them died, so I assume he found the bodies. But I was kind of wondering if they just ran away. How would Vaughn even know it? I don't have any idea how he'd even know. There are wild dogs running around outside his house more than they're his pets. Of course, he lies about him being over 400 pounds, too. What an idiot. Why does he tell such specific lies that are so easy to debunk? Dogs are not over 400 pounds. Like the heaviest dog in the history of the world was barely 400 pounds. He's an idiot. If you're going to lie, let's make up something that's somewhat feasible. I mean, think about it. This is a guy who claims to have 400 plus pound hellhounds outside. But for some reason, we believe him when he says he's going to dissolve the executorship and get everything. And that the judge is sending him forms to do that. For some reason, we believe him when he says that. Why? Why do you believe everything he said, anything he says? Just like Ulysses S. Grant $1,000 bills and $200,000 war bonds from World War II. Yeah, 104,000 cases of COVID in a county with 36,000 people. Exactly. The level of delusion with that guy. I think today we'll probably just do an hour, just because I am a little worried about sweating off my harness here, my halter, H-O-L-T-E-R, halter. If I sweat too much, the little sensor pads will fall off. And that would be very bad. I get to take it back tomorrow afternoon. So far, I don't think we've caught any arrhythmias, which is a shame. That's the whole point of it. Biggest dog is only 200 pounds, yeah. English Mastiff, 400 pounds definitely a lie. I think I looked up world record dog weight, and it was around 400. But, you know, it's very unusual. Dogs outside are medium sized and skinny things. Yeah, we've seen them. We've seen them on camera. They're not 400 pound hellhounds. I don't even know what that means. Oh, and hi, Blue Lamp. Sorry I missed you. Hi, Meg. Meg says I worked out during lunch and it was a good one. I have a little cardio to do later. We almost got a foot of snow, so I'm stuck at home. Yep, that happens. That happens. I was just telling everybody I'm just going to do an hour today because I've got this halter, and I'm a little worried about sweating it off, so I don't want to go crazy. We will catch back up on the weekend. And most the size of a coyote, yeah. And Mountain Neighbor would know. Mountain Neighbor is there. I was a DJ in New York City, third shift. John, JPL. Sure you were, Vaughn. Sure you were. I was an actual DJ, although I worked for a NPR station, so we called them board operators. But I did live music shows. I did jazz shows at night. For several years on Sunday nights, I hosted Syncopation Time, 89, 90, whatever year it was. And spun some records and CDs, the old vinyl cleaners. Those were the days. That was a good job for a college guy. Hey, Mag, Blue, neighbor. Nobody important says hello, everyone that arrived, by the way. And nobody also had said, you want a good workout for your legs? Walk in snow. Lifting your legs up to clear that snow is good. Yeah, it is. Just a lot of comments there. Megan said something, my city is not prepared for it. There you go. Most of them are, it seems like. You get into the Dakotas, yeah, they can handle snow up there. But I haven't seen the latest puppies. If their father dog was the giant dog down the road, I feel bad for the mama dogs. Oh no. He said he lost 6 puppies. But how are there any more puppies? I have some of those yak tracks that you can put on your shoes. Nice. How are there more puppies? Well, Unless the big dogs are mating. Midnight's not around to impregnate anymore. Meg says, I'm in Oregon. My city has 4 snowplows. We don't get a snow event like this very often. I'm sure. Too warm right there, near the Pacific West Coast. All that warm air coming off the water. We just got a cold snap out of it. Didn't get any precip. It was sure cold today. I didn't get over 40, I'm sure. And it's supposed to be the same tomorrow. But Saturday, 57. And then the rain's going to hit. Sunday, 60-something and thunderstorms. Here we go. Getting close to spring. I think I would rather have snow than a freeze like we've been having, yeah? Blue is writing songs in my chat. Want you to die, really hope you get run over, really hope you get run over. Okay. I was about to say I was going to pop the incline up a little bit, but I'll just do my hour. I don't want to sweat too much. I'm really afraid of screwing this up. Don't want to screw it up. What I kind of want is for having an arrhythmia while I'm being recorded. I don't think it's going to happen. So very rare anymore. Went to the ENT today. Got the old stick a nozzle up my nose and check out my nasal cavities. I did have some more polyps coming back in, so we're going to do a steroid series again, an oral steroid in a step-down series, and continue the budesonide rinses twice a day. We'll see him again in 6 months. Last time we did a steroid series, it knocked him out in a day. I literally took 4 pills first day. I think 8 hours later, I was blowing pickle relish. Polyps just basically detached. It's amazing. But you can't take those steroids too often. Mr. Polyp, yeah. You can't take those steroids more than every 6 months to a year. They're really tough on your system. So it's really just maintenance. And what I have now isn't terrible. It's not blocking my breathing, but I can feel stuff in there. And he probed and confirmed. Yeah, we got a little cluster here, we got some back here, and mostly down here. Chickens are laying eggs again. There you go. 'Tis the season. And Blue says if someone from animal control talked to Vaughn today, he'll run his toothless mouth about it. But I am now doubting anyone went out there. Yeah, you probably should doubt it. You heard my rants on the states and the area earlier. And I hate to be like that, but damn. Yeah, there you go. Kentucky, the state of apathy. Sure seems like it. And I don't want to demean anyone that lives there, but holy shit. You people got problems. Can't even manage to charge Vaughn with criminal neglect for what he did. Can't even charge him. I can see one thing if they couldn't prove the case, but good God, you just forget about it and let him get away with it. The guy's on camera saying he left there. He left her there. You can FOIA the 911 call yourself. It was 9:15. And he said anywhere from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. he went and saw her. Depending on which lie you want to pick. So minimum he left her there an hour and 15 minutes. Unless you're running a dogfighting ring or cooking cats in the meth, seems you cannot get their attention. Yep. It's sad. He was told he needs tags and vet shots before. There you go. Well, he's not going to do it. He ain't going to do it. Coming up on 20 minutes, guys. We've almost been walking 20 minutes. And mark, 20 minutes. We got 1.11 miles and burned 116 calories. If you're just in, we're just going to do an hour today. I got to take it a little easy because if I sweat too much, I'm going to lose my heart monitor. They warned me. Sultan of Swing says, lived in Kentucky my whole life, just one county over from Vaughn. Just recently took a job in Alabama, so me and the family are in the process of moving. Yeah, I hear you. And again, I don't want to land to people that live there. I get it. It just, the overall impression is not good. Considering how much Vaughn gets away with, it's just very frustrating. So I don't mean to come across as rude to people that live there. I understand. Not everybody's, inbred hillbilly hippie. But damn, dude, that's problems. Nobody says told but not enforced. Real ASPCA or whatever would go by in 6 months to make sure it happened. Yeah. My call is on record. Nobody important. I did notify him, gave him the address. And it was hilarious that when that make fun of Todd video that has my call to Kentucky SPCA came out, he actually went and beeped over where I said the address, except I had already erased all that. When I posted it myself, there was no address. I literally deleted it. There's just a space. And then Dan Successful goes in there and decides to do some beeps as if I was doxing him. What a dick move. When I uploaded it to the internet, it didn't say the address. I blanked it out. Anyway, still, not for me being pissed about that. Sadly, a lot of places in America like that, and moving is always rough. Yes, Blue, sad but true. Sultan. And Sultan says, yes, it is blue. Change is hard for me anyway. Yeah, please don't think that I'm saying everybody in Kentucky is an inbred hillbilly that doesn't give a shit about anybody else. I don't mean that. I'm just frustrated. 1.25 miles now, guys. Coming up on. Doesn't matter too much. We're only doing an hour. 1 minute, 22 minutes, 27 seconds. We've burned 130 calories. The mountain neighbor says, my family are just simple, hardworking people, but there's always drugs in every level of society. Yeah, sure is. Sure is. That's true. Thank you, Sultan. Says, I don't think that, and I know you aren't like that. Yeah, I apologize if I come across like that occasionally. I don't think everybody's like that. But as a lot of us are, it's frustrating. That's Kentucky justice doesn't seem to give a rat's ass about the stuff Vaughn gets away with. So it's frustrating. It'd be the same for any other state or any other county or whatever local you want to make it. Very frustrating. I'm taking this off. Not listening anyway. Hey, play it. Can you hear it out loud? I don't know if you can hear that. I'll give you about 30 seconds of it. That's the beat. That's what I like to work out to. Up-tempo big band. Yeah, mountain neighbor says, I was told things move slow around here. Country time, county time. Consultant of swing adds, Vaughn's mom kept his ass out of a lot of trouble by having a little money and knowing a few people. Yeah. Apparently she was well loved by the community, which is great. But, that doesn't absolve her son of the crap he's done. And also, if she was so well loved and so well respected in the community, why didn't anybody care that Vaughn let her lay on the floor for hours? And now he's coasting, exactly. You would think if she was so well loved, they would actually prosecute someone for not getting her help when she needed it. Apparently because the Frosts are too lazy. Yeah. Yeah, I won't get me started with the Frosts. I'm very disappointed. They had the property, they had the executorship. They could have done the right thing. They could have sold it, put it in a trust, and kicked his ass out. They didn't do it. They had their chance. They had their chance, and they didn't. All I kept hearing was, oh, well, it takes a long time. Things move slow. It's Kentucky. I don't care. Didn't even try. Found out that was a lie, too. It wasn't because it moved slow. It's because they didn't do anything. Should have sold the properties for whatever they could have got. We're not close enough in the family to have a say about anything. I understand. I'm not saying everybody that's a Frost. But, whoever was in charge, be it little Jim or Larry, whoever had the say, didn't do anything. They had the chance. They had 9 months, for crying out loud, to actually take care of those kids. If they'd have just executed the will in 6 months, none of this would have happened, right? Too late. Too late. Oh, coming up on a mile and a half. We're almost to a mile and a half today. And, Blue says if Todd's swimming forecast is right, he will skate. Yeah. Sultan of Swing says heart attack or stroke. I'm sure is waiting on Vaughn with his diet and no exercise. Yeah, probably. Going to have a 1 mile and a half time for you here in a moment. 26 minutes, 55 seconds, 156 calories. Secular Marshall's here. Says, I'm no fan of Vaughn at all, but the man's mentally ill. Is he responsible for his actions? Well, he's not diagnosed. We don't know if he's mentally ill or not. We're just judging on what he says online. And nobody important says, no, I think it is the Frosts are paying attention to Alice's last wishes to take care of Vaughn. Were they, though? He ain't right in the head, needs all the help he can get, even if he gets a kick, yeah. But were her last wishes to take care of Vaughn? Seems to be. Her last wishes to make sure the kids were taken care of and give him $250 a month or less. And Blue says, which means his downfall will take much longer, and by that time he will be 65. A couple of agrees there from Sultan. Blue says, Secular Marshall, he is not mentally ill. I don't know if he is or not, but he certainly can't use that as a crutch. So he'll go to doctors. Nobody important says the way he stares and looks lost all the time, I feel like a stroke is not too far away. It's possible. Certainly possible. He's got family history. Apparently both his mom and his dad had blockages. Secular Marshall says, Blue, it's hard to imagine someone that's stupid without being crazy. Yeah, fair enough. Is narcissism mental illness? That's Blue. Yes and no. Yes and no. Yeah, it's hard to imagine Vaughn being serious about what he says. He's pulled it off for a long time. Darn long time. About 29 minutes walk now, getting close to that half hour. Blue says he is from long-lived stock, I'm sad to say. Yeah, a couple of them in there, but not all of them. Not all of them. I could go check his genealogy and give you an average. I bet you just concentrate too much on Guilford and Alice. None of Alice's siblings lasted as long as her. So there's that. How can he get a stroke? Asked Will Philippi. Microwave food is real food. Sultan says, either way, Vaughn's life is misery. He's alone and always will be. He has created his own prison. And, Blue says, father made 75, mom made 92. I was just talking to Stanley Going farther back, I can give you an average. Bet it's not as high as you think. Oh, I didn't know what was aware his dad made 75. I had no idea. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I know he was quite a bit older than Alice, which makes it's just so creepy. How old he was when Mom was born. A little creepy. When she was 29, he's 63. About years more than me. So she was 34 when she had him. I guess that's not that old. 34 is not crazy. But it is not misery, said Blue. He sleeps and plays on the internet all day, yeah? Nobody important says, I am pretty sure that Mom could have lived up to 95 or older if she did not have to rely on Mom the last few years. Probably likely. I mean, she had a stroke, but seconds matter in a stroke. She'd actually been getting care and got some oxygen to her cells a little quicker. Might have pulled through that. Hard to say. Did you notice on his latest couple streams, especially today, the pile of stuff that's accumulating on his floor near the bed? Like wrappers, trash. Crazy. It's unbelievable. Even the small section in view of the camera, he can't keep clean. And that'll just continue to get worse and worse. Man can't even bend over and pick up a wrapper. Nobody important says to Blue, but it is misery. He has no one in his life that actually loves him. J-Dubs does not love him. He has no one to hold him at night to make him feel comfortable or wanted. He is a lonely, bitter man. There you go. Yeah, Will Philippi points out that's why the stroke acronym is FAST. Yep, seconds count. Although I think FAST is an acronym for the symptoms, right? Oh. I know their motto a long time has been seconds count. Exactly. Vaughn's only friends are on the internet, and that's hard to really quantify. Blue says, sure, loneliness is eating away at him. But that is easy to overlook when you have the interwebs. Yeah. Face, arm, speech time. There you go. Yeah, the T for time. Yeah, my bad. So the first three are symptoms. And the fourth one reminds you that seconds count to get help as soon as possible. He has J-Dubs. Who wants J-Dubs? Who wants J-Dubs? By the way, I quit tagging them in my title. I don't know if you noticed today, but I'm not going to bother tagging Vaughn and J-Dubs anymore in my workout titles. They're clearly going to ignore it. Will Philippi says, time to call. Yep. Yep, if you see those symptoms, it's time to call. And don't jack around. You would think a guy that was an EMT would know that. You would think he would have been familiar enough with stroke symptoms to call for help. And Sultan says, you've been doing great on your workout style. Thank you for your encouragement and for being here to chat. Makes it go faster. We're going to get there. I'm a stubborn asshole. I'll tell you what. I'm not going to quit just because I'm plateauing at 220 now. Nobody important says, not really. Just because you have someone to talk to does not take the loneliness away. There's a difference between having someone to talk to online for an hour or two at a time and just there. Yeah. The Secular Marshal says, Vaughn could have used that $3,000 to fly to Asia, marry a beautiful young lady, and have change left over. There you go. There you're thinking, hey, 300 feet, vertical distance. We walked up 300 feet. Isn't that exciting? I suspect we will never know the true story of the 3,000, but I also suspect it's very likely he gave her that money out of the estate trust, or the estate money, estate bank account, whatever you want to say. We just hit 200 calories. There's a milestone. 200 calories burned off. We're going to get 350 or so, walking an hour, but that's okay. We'll hit it hard starting tomorrow. What flight is less than 1,500 that covers both ways nowadays? Damn, airfare must be cheap in the U.S. I don't know. I chartered a plane for a while. And Blue had said, yes, that's very true. Nobody important. But that is a regular person. Helton is only interested in himself. To which nobody important replied, yeah, you're right, Blue. Damn, I keep forgetting. See, Larry Frost, that's how you moderate, not moderate. That's how you host a chat. You tell people that are just listening and maybe not necessarily reading, say they're in their car driving. You read the statement and who made it. You're narrating what's going on, like you're reading a book. See, Larry, that's how you're supposed to do this. You don't just go, yeah, Blue. I know, Blue. Yeah, Secular Marshall, you're right. See, that's what you do, and it's infuriating. And I swear to God, if Larry Frost talks one more time about having guests on, you're gonna have to figure out StreamYards. It's really simple. I'm using it now. If I wanted a guest on, all I'd have to do is give them the link. And they could be in here with me. Blue says to nobody important, it is certainly true that loneliness is making Vaughn more delusional. We all see that. Why, yes, we do. Just past 2 miles, we're at 2.03 now. About 36 and a half minutes walked. Sultan says, I've been following Vaughn since about '09. I've seen all kinds of craziness out of that idiot, just a horrible human. I have not. I've been following Vaughn since maybe 2016. I'd say 6 or 7 years. And I just encountered him through the geek room and drag and people like that. I didn't run in the circles he ran in on Google Plus or anything like that. I've seen a lot of those old videos. Blue says she looked surprised to me. Oh, Brittany didn't look surprised to see 3,000. Who knows? Who knows? Secular says, I've been visiting the Philippines for 20 years. Where scumbags get extremely beautiful girls. Nice. Jeffrey Spicoli's here. Hey, gang. Still no little suit summons yet. Yeah. Yeah, it's still a long time since Sultan Swing. Yeah, about 7 years. I've only really been feuding with Vaughn for, 4 or 5, ever since I made the proof that Vaughn Helton isn't native video, and I'm pretty sure that's 4 years ago or so. That one kind of resonated with me, so I felt obliged to respond. Nobody says I have seen streamers get up to $1,000 or more at a time at 3K. Not so much. Well, not at once. They are always impressed, though, because the humble ones never expect it. Yeah. Well, Philippi says, not as surprised as I'd look. Yeah, I got 3,000, but I don't monetize, so I wouldn't know what that feels like anyway. Not that I can monetize. I'm getting close. But, even when I get there, I doubt if I do it. I don't want people giving me money. I got enough money. YouTube is not a job to me. YouTube is for fun. It's a hobby. Take it or leave it. Lou says, I'm eager to see the next Brittany Venti video to see if Vaughn is still king of the chat. Nice. And Secular Marshall adds, I've been following you guys for a few years now. I've come to the conclusion that there is no other Vaughns on the internet. Certainly no one like him. No one like Vaughn. And pulling up his family tree was pretty epic. Yeah, it was easy. It was easy. Just simple research on ancestry. Now, a lot of people gave me a lot of shit about it, how creepy it is, and I'm going IRL. And no, I was just investigating the claims that he made. He's the one who said his maternal grandmother was full-blood Cherokee. Well, she's not, and I prove she's not. Nobody important says, don't say that in Secular Marshall. Now you're just going to jinx it, and there will be one. There are other lulz cows. Corky and Rax say the same as Vaughn often. Yeah, I don't watch either one of them enough to even know. I don't find them interesting enough. And Sultan says, I wish Secular would release some of his old science videos. He used to own Vaughn. Yeah. I bet he did. It's not too hard to do. Hey, we're coming up on 40 minutes, guys. 40 minutes and mark, 2.23 miles, 232 calories burned. I think he means when Vaughn would make science claims, SEC would debunk them quickly and easily. And nobody, the board says, yeah, he does at times. He releases some golden oldies from now and then. Sometimes audio only. He had been doing recently. Very funny. A lot of the same voices. It's interesting. A lot of the same voices you hear today in those old Google Plus hangouts. 40 minutes to hair over. We got 20 minutes to go, guys. SEC owns Vaughn every time, man. The Secular had said Vaughn has been the greatest show on earth. If they ever put this on TV, it will win an Emmy. It certainly keeps me interested. What crazy things are you going to do next? He would wear a tinfoil hat, says Sultan Swing. Yeah. Secular would actually wear a tinfoil hat. It's hilarious. Of course, as far as I know from what I've seen, Vaughn was much more into the conspiracy, UFO, aliens thing. Back when he had his 16,000 sub channel. So that's probably why he went for the tinfoil hat. And Will Philippi says, I don't think so. To make it worse, I watched the part where Vaughn donated. It was cut. The video cut to asking for a donation. I didn't see that. If only we could find someone rich enough to fund a Lowell's Cow House. Yeah, we would, said Sultan. I don't remember seeing a cut, but then I'll go back and look at it. Nobody important. 125% Cherokee and as white as a Canadian during winter. Well, he started at 165%. Now he's down to 65%. I don't even know how you could get to that, but he's more like 2%, and that's being generous. 2 or 3% is being very generous, assuming some unknown Cherokee blood we just didn't see. If you want to go strictly, we know he's 164th, which is like 0.018 or something like that. Something very small, 164th. Less than 1%. No, 1/100th would be 1%. So between 1 and 2%. Everybody's 2.018 sounds about right. 1.8%. And if there's some more Cherokee blood around, you can hike that up to 2 to 3%. Vaughn is as white as a mayo sandwich on Wonder Bread. Yeah, he is, but as I keep saying, I don't like considering what people look like when you're trying to determine ancestry. Because again, as someone who had a full-blood Indian grandmother, who took him to powwow, there are as wide a variety of people at a Native American powwow as you'll see anywhere else in society. Bum number 1 asked, did you do a Big Mac worth of calories yet? We're at 252, so not yet. Will Philippi says, making him a mutt like the rest of us, yeah. Sultan says, that's a nice part of Clay County that land is on. I killed a monster buck over in that area. Nice part. And nobody important added, that is pretty white to blue. That is pretty white, but it doesn't make him not native. The fact that he's white, it's not a demonstration at all. What is a demonstration is my video showing his ancestry and the census data that is conclusive. And the fact that we talked about enumerators and how they did their job. And they didn't just pick something to write down like Vaughn says. Oh, they just wrote down W. No, they didn't do that. If they had any Indian heritage, they got an IN. Any. It's right there in the instructions. We're small communities. There weren't secrets like that. Used to be allergic to the sun, he would say, when he said he had vampirism. Hey guys, coming up on 2.5 miles here in a moment. 2.5 mile time for today. 44 minutes, 48 seconds, We burned 260 calories. Yeah, funny that a guy allergic to the sun could pass through BCT, don't you think? Basic training. A little hard to be allergic to the sun and make it through basic. It would satisfy his bloodlust by getting steaks from the store. Come on. Come on. Bum number 1 says, will you celebrate a weight milestone? When I dropped below 100 kilograms, I celebrated by ordering traditional local dishes and feasted, then got drunk. I don't know. We've had the hashtag 200 by March. Clearly it's not going to happen now. I'm not going to lose 11 pounds in 7 days. That's not happening. Yeah, we'll keep looking for those milestones. Looking forward to the first way out under 200. It'll happen. Salt of Swing says he said he jumped out of a tree with a knife onto a deer and killed it. Yeah, sure. Sure you did, Vaughn. Sure you did. Bum says the thing is that next day I gained enough to go over 100 kilograms again. My girlfriend would not let me celebrate again because she called it infinity loop. Freedom Deeps here says, treadmilling with you today, Todd. Hope you're well. Thank you for that. I am well. I'm wearing a halter, a heartbeat monitor. So I'm going to cut it a little short today. We're just going to walk an hour because I'm concerned about sweating off my sensors. Legato Slave says, hello, howdy. In secular, it said, I'm over 300 pounds. I'm going to stay for a year in Albania, work out, eat better, and farm some. Yeah, I'm eating myself to death. It's easy to do. It's easy to do. And Sultan asks, how are Shani and Rev? Has she eaten them yet? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't really watch them much anymore. I have to go to Carrie. The only person covering Shani and Rev much anymore. I watch Carrie's channel and laugh. Oh. Speaking of milestones, we just hit 275 calories. Nice round numbers, I like them. Legato Slave throws up on me. Thank you, it's got on my feet. A mountain neighbor says, funny memory of meeting Vaughn, him asking my age and if I had sisters or friends that want babies. Oh my gosh. I was too old and everyone I know that's young and single was a les. Wow. Keep pushing, says Sultan. Can't quit, won't stop. With the thangs. I was 25 or 26 at the time and too old. Nice. Want to know if you had little sisters. That's not creepy at all. Had a family gathering. Yeah. Not at all creepy. Bum number 1 says, I unironically cannot even listen to Shani. I imagine her gross looking face and labored speech and I just, nope, just keep right on walking. Some of those women, they don't like my face, but they all say the same thing. Can I plug your base? And I say, just keep walking. Well, Philip, I asked, Mountain Neighbor, how bad did he smell? I think probably Mountain Neighbor has tried really hard to forget that smell for her entire life. And my dreams were crushed. And I say, just keep walking. Bum number 1, or Blue had said that bum number 1, I often feel the same. Can't even unironically listen to her. Hey, Tatted, what's up, my guy? Walking sup. We're going to cut it a little short because we got this halter on. I don't know if you can see the wires, but I'm wired up like an Android. Got a heartbeat monitor on, and we were told by the radiology technicians not to sweat too much. Can't take a shower, can't get it wet. If I sweat too much, suction cups start popping off. It's not pretty. So we're just going to walk an hour, which is about another 10 minutes today. We'll hit it hard again tomorrow and this weekend. Like Weak Man be on grease. Weak Man B.O. on grease. Oh, that's disgusting. I don't want to think about that smell. Oh, here we go. This is the little control unit wired to me for my heart monitor, or halter as they call it, H-O-L-T-E-R, but they say halter like H-A-L-T-E-R, which I thought goes on a horse, but what do I know, right? Once again, Todd, look into a Fitbit since Sultan. Yeah, I may do that. I may do that. Trying to just focus on getting the spare tire gone first. And we may look into all kinds of neat equipment. We may just get all kinds of neat stuff. Nobody important says, I cannot stand Shanny unless someone else is talking about them, and they talk over them. Her laugh sends shivers down my spine. She is worse than a demon in any horror. Yes. Yes, she is. Or whatever she got after the cut. Wow. Ted, it says, is that in your house or a community type thing? Community. This is the apartment fitness center. Fitness center. We've got a treadmill, we've got an order track, like machine, and we've got a stair stepper. That's our, and then we've got a hot tub next door. And a hot tub. That's our fitness center. No free weights. I got free weights in my apartment. So. Mountain Neighbor says, I like the way working healthy men smells. With Vaughn, you could tell he's sick inside his body from the smell. Wow. Wow. You can smell the sick on him, huh? Yuck. Hey, another milestone. We just hit 300 calories burned. I think we'll probably get to about 350 today, which is not, we'd rather do 600, but can't do that every day, and we can't sweat too much today. Tad, it says, yeah, my community has one too. I call it the baby gym. It's convenient. I tell you what, they have the heat up in here, which is great for getting some sweat going. And it's free, so I can't complain. I can come in here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anytime I feel like doing a walk. And I don't have to pay a gym membership, so there you go. And this is actually a pretty nice little machine, some features. Handrails, which I like a lot. Got a heart monitor on it. Heart rate's 120, by the way. The people who look at my graph from this thing are probably going to freak out. Why is this heart rate 120 for an hour? I do keep a diary on it too. And told them I started working out at the time. I think insurance companies don't like free weights. Probably right. There's a lot of potential for accidents. That's why I do bigger sets with lower weight. I'm a big fan. If you get in any kind of trouble, at least you can put the damn bar back up. If I wanted to start doing high weights, I'll go to a gym. Get some Spadas. It's too dangerous to do by yourself. Nobody important says if it's burnt almonds, it's gangrene. Wow. Wow. In secular, it said, let's have a pay-per-view. We send Vaughn to a psychiatrist and have him check for betas. Sultan says you probably smelled that rotten leg. Ugh. Gross. Mountain Neighbor says, I think I've seen him with his hair wet, smelling like kids' shampoo, but still didn't help like it should. Blue said, name something insurance companies do like, aside from money. Life insurance is hilarious. Oh, 3 miles. We just hit 3 miles at 53:48, 312 calories. Life insurance, my favorite. You hand them some money every month. I think I'm going to die this month. And they say, we think you won't. And take your money. Isn't that a great game? I think I'm going to die this month. We think you won't. On and on every month. I think I'm going to die this week. We think you won't. They get money for you not dying. It's amazing. just the sheer thought of it seems like a lunacy to me. I'm paying you money so that I won't die. Or wait, you're making money based on people not dying. It's just silly. Free weights make them pay money. Everything makes insurance companies pay money. That's why they don't like anything. Except customers who just pay their premiums. We don't use them. Legato Slave says, I had a random allergic reaction to my Fitbit, so I switched to Amazon Halo. There you go. And Mountain Neighbor says about Vaughn, his legs are so bad, I've seen him in long shorts once, no shoes. I think he's half lizard person. It's possible. That is amazing that Venti edited that video. Oh, we're talking about now, after the fact, she went back and edited something? Blue, did you go check it out? There's a new edit. Huh. That's interesting. That does add to the fun, doesn't it? Coming up on, we're at 55 minutes, 45 seconds walked. So we got about 4 minutes left. And we'll go way out. See how we did today. Heart rate staying nice and steady at 120. 12.4 laps completed. 325 calories. It says it's an 18, 10-minute mile, but I think it's a little less than that. And our vertical distance, almost 500 feet, 496 feet. So we'll get right to about 500 on that. Sweating pretty good on my hair. I don't want to sweat too much. Gotta be careful. They warned me. Work out, but try not to sweat too awful much because you could pop the cups off. They are taped on, but I guess the sweat probably eats away at the tape too. And Blue says, yes, she cut out all of the stuff about the donation. Wow. And Mountain Neighbor says, starting to get ready for bed. I'll be in and out. Oh, sure thing. We're almost done anyway, Mountain Neighbor. Got 3 minutes. And then we're going to go way out. Huh. So she cut out all the stuff about the donation. Interesting. Huh. That's suspicious. I wonder if Vaughn contacted her and asked her to do that, so there's no record of it. Huh. If only we had a photo of his bad leg with a lizard-like skin. We could use that as evidence he is a lizard person and troll him good. Now we could always troll him. That's a gimme. Sweet dreams. Thank you for coming by, Mountain Neighbor. Appreciate it. Same to you. And Blue says, the king of the chat with the 3K donation from Real Von Helton can be seen in the last 40 seconds of the edited video. Wow, that's a lot of stuff edited out. That's a lot of time. It was a long video. 58 minutes now. We've got 2 minutes left to walk. We'll do a 2-minute cool down also. We will do our traditional cool down for 2 minutes. Will Philippi says, my first thought was showing $3,000 would hurt her e-begging. That's an interesting take on it. Yeah, it might. Interesting take on it. I gotta shave. I can't shower, but I can shave. Not taking a shower this morning. It's just making me feel all achy, especially after walking for an hour. One minute to go. We just hit 59 minutes. Ring that bell. We got the bell lap. And Blue Lamp says, still picturing Vaughn jumping out of a tree, killing a deer, Rambo style. Blue, the video is only 24 minutes. I think that thing was like 2 hours before, wasn't it? That's a lot of editing. Very weird. Very, very weird. Okay, 30 seconds to go. Vertical distance is 525 feet. Heart rate's still 120. 121, 122. Right about there. 13.3 laps. And 10 seconds to cool down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off comes the incline. Down goes the speed. We are now cooling down for 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm trying to picture Vaughn jumping out of a tree with a knife too. I don't see it. Don't see it happening, man. Oh, it's a good thing we stopped in an hour because I gotta pee. I gotta tell you, I drink a lot of water. I've gone to the pole park earlier today and drank a lot of water out there. Had to get some trim pieces for a later model Chevy truck, 2012-ish. I found them. One of them I have to paint black. No big deal. Stuff that's obsolete from GM now. Just lucky to find it. Had to go 3 different yards to get 2 pieces of dash trim. Crazy. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to cool down and go way out. First 2 lots, I got the same little bolster piece on the bottom, the passenger side of the dash. Neither one of them had the little cover piece on the driver's side of the dash over the fuse box. I went to the third lot that had 1 donor vehicle, and it was gone, but it was laying in the seat. So I got it, but it's gray and I need it to be black. Gray things are easy to make black. The other way is not so easy. Okay, 20 seconds to go, guys. Unplug, I'm gonna throw my cord over there. It's out of the way. I'm gonna put our headset back on just to carry it. 5 more seconds to cool down. And 2, 1, there we go. And we are stopping. Thank you guys for your encouragement. We're going to go way out. See where we end up. Nobody important says you've got me tuckered out just watching. I don't know about all that. But we are, oh, it's so cold out here. Actually feels nice though. Really cold blast of north wind. It'll be way worse when I turn to the apartment because that's when I'm walking north. It'll be right in my face. Oh. Go home, way out, see how we did today. We'll call it a night. I might go to bed early tonight. A long day at work. Just not difficult, just tedious. Long. Went in nice and early and fresh today. I had to stay late because I had that appointment. My appointment was only like 10 minutes too. About a 5-minute drive, 10 minutes in the office, 5 minutes back out there. That's the way you want it, right? Okay. Coming up fast on the old apartment building. See about doing a way out here. And I'm going to mute you, and I will see you on the inside. We are back. WWS Sports Animal. Turn around to the back camera. Hopefully it'll work enough for you to see my way out. Get this sweaty thing off. right. Ugh. Kick these shoes off and we'll do our way out. Gosh, look at my hair. Aren't I attractive today? No shower. Walk for an hour. All right, let's see where we're at. Started at 221.2, I think it was. So yeah, 219.6. It's pretty good. Pretty good for not doing a full workout. Knocked a pound and a quarter from the pound and a half or so out of there. Anyway, 221.0, close enough. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for all your encouragement and chatting with me. And we're going to hit it hard again tomorrow. We'll do the full time. And this weekend, we'll maybe start doing some other stuff. Until next time, bye-bye.